You know that feeling when you've been working so hard on yourself, on your personal growth, and then suddenly it feels like it's turned against you? Today, we're diving into that exact moment, that critical shift from feeling enlightened to feeling totally trapped, and, most importantly, how to find your way back from that fear and into a place of real power.
So let's just get right to it. Have you hit a wall in your awakening journey? You started to see the world differently, things were clicking into place, but now it just feels heavy. You feel stuck. If any of that sounds familiar, well, you are absolutely in the right place.
You know, this experience actually has a name. It's often called the awakening plateau. It's that point where the initial excitement, that thrill of discovery, kind of fades away, and you're left feeling, well, stagnant, maybe even a little bit lost in this new reality you've just uncovered. And this plateau leads us straight into something you could call the trap of truth. It's this strange paradox, right? The very clarity you were searching for can actually plunge you into a surprisingly negative mindset. It's a really common part of the journey, but man, is it confusing when you're in it.
And that feeling, it's like you're stuck in a loop, isn't it? Just this endless cycle of negative thoughts about the world, about other people, maybe even about yourself. You can suddenly see all the problems, all the messed up systems, but you just can't see a way out. The same thoughts just play over and over again.
So let's break down what that loop actually feels like, because these feelings are super common. There's this deep cynicism about, well, pretty much everything. A real frustration with people who just don't get it. You feel this profound sense of isolation, like you're the only one who can see what's really going on. And maybe worst of all, underneath all that is this draining feeling of being completely and utterly powerless.
And this quote, wow, it really just hits the nail on the head. You've begun to fear the very truth you sought. You wanted clarity so badly, but now that you have it, it's painful. And that right there is the trap we need to learn how to escape.
Okay, so how do we escape? The key is, it's not about trying to unsee the truth. That's impossible. It's all about a fundamental shift in your perspective. The whole goal here is to move from a state of fear to a state of power by completely reframing everything you now see. Look at this. This slide shows two totally different paths that can come from the exact same information. On one side, you have the fear perspective. That's where you're just focused on what's wrong, you feel like a victim, and it just drains all your energy. But then, look at the other side. The power perspective. It sees the same reality but finds opportunity for change. It turns you into an agent of choice. Instead of resisting reality, you accept what is, and from that acceptance, you can start to build real inner strength.
So how do we actually make that shift? Here's a super practical 4-step process. First, just acknowledge the discomfort. Don't fight the negative feelings, just let them be there for a second. Second, identify the old belief. What's the specific fear-based thought that's causing all this pain? Third, and this is the game changer, find the hidden power. You have to ask yourself, okay, how can this new awareness actually empower me instead of limit me? And finally, step 4, you choose. You consciously decide to adopt that new perspective of power and agency.
Now, when you start to practice this reframe, you begin to move to what some people call the next level of awareness. Let's just call it level 5 for now. So, what does that actually look like? What's the view like from beyond this struggle?
This is what we're aiming for. Level 5 isn't about some kind of blissful ignorance where you pretend problems don't exist. It's the total opposite. It's a state of inner peace that exists right alongside your awareness of reality. It's this unshakable clarity combined with true personal agency. That's the real power to choose your response, to choose your path, no matter what is going on around you.
The whole thing is a journey, right? And just understanding where you are right now, that's the absolute first step toward deciding where you want to go from here.
So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. Based on everything we've just explored, the plateau, that trap of fear, and the big shift to power, where are you on your journey today? Just sit with that for a moment. Thanks for exploring this with me.